All right, we are back for Monday's at-home fitness. My beautiful camera woman is back, so you get an interactive video. So guys, two quick updates for Palace members. Number one, we're doing one-on-one Zoom or FaceTime check-ins with coaches. We're gonna do them weekly, and they're gonna start this week. So if you're interested in that, and what that might entail, see your email, see our social media posts, and you can reach out to me directly to sign up for those. Also, today we are checking out our barbells and bumpers from the gym, so if you're interested in picking those up, same rules apply with all the other equipment that's been loaned out, but you can grab that stuff today. So for the workout tomorrow, what we got? Warm up, you're gonna do 1 minute of butt kickers in place and then 1 minute of high knees in place. So super simple. Again, right where you are, butt kickers, and then high knees. So 1 minute of each of those. Then you're gonna go to 4 rounds, 3 lunge complexes per leg. So one complex is gonna be a lunge forward, a lunge to the side, and then a lunge to the back. So that counts as one. You're gonna go through that 3 times on one leg, then 3 times on the other leg. After that, you've got 5 single leg glute bridges on each side. So you'll lay down on the ground, keep this foot nice and low, and then squeeze this butt cheek, try and get up to a nice straight line. Echo's really fired up this morning. Hi. And then after that, you've got 3 inchworms with 3 push-ups in the bottom each time. So start from standing, grab your toes, stretch things out, and then you can walk your hands out, find a plank. You'll go through your 3 push-ups. If you need to, you can drop down to the knees for your push-ups, and then walk the hands all the way back in and stand. And then lastly, you've got 10 sumo squats. So for the sumo squat, take a wide stance. So basically find your normal squat stance and then take a moderate step out on both sides. And then the goal is just to get as low as you can, feel a nice little stretch in the hip joints, and then come back up. Obviously you're trying to get below parallel, but if you can't, not a big deal. So that's your warm up. After that, your strength work, you've got 5 sets of 4 to 6 strict pull-ups. Again, kind of pick something that's challenging for you, but that you can do unbroken. We've got 4 different options, so you can do any door variation. So again, you can go hanging from the door with your foot assisted on a chair if you need to. So if you're not quite ready for a full pull-up, you can do that. Always try and perform the negative full body weight. So perform the negative all the way down with your feet off the chair. One tip or trick I saw for that the other day, one of the members brought it up. For the safety of your door, take something like a newspaper or magazine and wedge it under this part of the door so that you have a support here so that you're reducing the stress that you're putting on the top joint of the door. So again, if you're gonna do door pull-ups, just do that for a little bit of extra support so that someone like me can do a pull-up on the door without hearing it creak, crack, and potentially fall off. So that's one of your options. And again, foot assisted for those as well. You can do a version of banded rows. So a couple of the variations that we went over the other day, still gonna apply. So you can do around the door. So band can go around the top of the door here. And then you can have a seat. And you can do your banded rowing here. So again, this is one of your options. Doing some banded pull-ups here. Another option would be some banded rowing around your feet. So band can go down around your feet here, and you can do your rowing in place this way. Then you've also got the options of doing dumbbell or kettlebell rows. So again, a single arm row with either a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Make sure that the back stays nice and flat. Isolate the arm, pin the shoulder blade back to start, and then pull all the way to the chest, back down, not releasing that shoulder blade in the bottom. So if you're going to do rowing variation, same thing. Try and go for 4 to 6 reps on each arm and make it more challenging. So load up a backpack, make it heavier, make it harder as best you can. Then for your workout today, so you've got a lot of options. If you have a barbell or an odd object, come on in closer. So if you have a barbell or an odd object, you are going to do 5 rounds of 10 clean and jerks. So bring the barbell from the ground to the shoulders, then to overhead, and 10 burpees facing the object. When you're done, you'll go right into 5 rounds, 10 lunges in a front rack position, 10 thrusters, and then 10 bar facing burpees. So again, this is a great workout to do with a backpack. So load up a rucksack and you can use that. Or if you're lucky enough to have a barbell, you can use that as well. All of this should be light. This is a lot of everything. It's 100, I'll do the math for you. It's 100 burpees. So again, keep it lighter. It's 50 clean and jerks, 50 lunges, 50 thrusters. This is gonna be a long, grindy workout. So you don't wanna do anything that's too heavy. You just wanna try and keep yourself moving. But again, burpees facing the object, you're gonna jump over it just like you were doing a bar facing burpee. And then for the front rack lunges and for the thrusters, again, do your best that you can with whatever object you might have. So just try and keep a clean front rack, whether it's with a backpack or a barbell, whatever you have. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and only one of them, come in closer, your workout's gonna be very similar in concept, but just a little different. So you're gonna do the same volume of everything, but you'll do 10 rounds. You're gonna do 5 clean and jerks. So from the ground to the shoulder overhead, you'll do that on one arm. So 5 reps on one arm, and then you'll do 5 burpees over the object. On the next round, you'll alternate arms. So you'll do your 5 clean and jerks on this arm, and then you'll do your burpees lateral over the object. So you'll complete that for 10 rounds, so 5 on each arm. After that, you've got the exact same format for the lunges, the thrusters, and the burpees over the object. One arm for the front rack lunge, for the thruster, burpees, and then you'll switch arms for the next round. So if you're gonna do some single arm stuff, a couple things to keep in mind. I'm not gonna go all the way overhead because ceiling, but the kettlebell or the dumbbell is gonna come from the ground every time. You're gonna pull it to the shoulder, and you're gonna try and shoot the elbow through so that it rests on the outer part of the arm here, and then you can either push press or jerk the kettlebell all the way overhead, and then you'll go all the way back down to the ground for your next rep. So 5 on each, 5 on one arm, burpees over the object, and then you'll go 5 on the other arm, burpees over the object. For your lunges, again, kettlebell is gonna be front racked, so same exact position that we had in for the clean. You'll step out, alternate legs each time, keeping the kettlebell on the same. And then when you're done with your lunges, you'll go into your thrusters. Same thing, elbow nice and high. Find that full front squat, and then drive up overhead, find a lockout position, back down. Go for your 5 reps. So that's your workout. It is long and grindy and a lot of things. So again, scale appropriately, try and keep the weights relatively light, no matter what odd object you use, no matter what kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, anything like that. When you're all done, you've got your core work. So today, tomorrow's core work, 3 rounds, you're gonna do 20 crunches, 20 leg raises, and then 20 bicycles on each side. So for the crunches, just gonna do a good old normal crunch. So knees up, you're just gonna crunch upper part of your abs, nice and controlled. Never pull on the neck, so try not to strain here. Hands should be nice and relaxed. After you go through 20 crunches, straighten out the legs. You're gonna go through 20 leg lifts in place. When you're done with your 20 leg lifts, you're gonna go through 20 bicycles. So for the bicycles, hands behind the head again, opposite elbow comes to opposite knee, back and forth. And it's 20 on each side, so 40 total. And you'll go through that for 3 rounds, resting as needed, trying to keep yourself moving relatively quickly, trying to burn the core out a little bit towards the end here. And then lastly, you've got your mobility for the day. So you've got a 90-second couch stretch, and then you've got a 90-second seated cross-legged position per side. For the couch stretch, foot goes on a couch or on a box or anything like that. Knee comes down to the ground. And then the goal is to try and keep this butt cheek squeezed so this hip stays open, chest is up nice and tall, and then I can increase that stretch by pressing my chest further back and kind of shortening the range of motion on this knee here. Or I can try and squeeze the butt cheek and just pull my chest up higher to get a little bit more stretch out of this hip flexor and this thigh. So that's your first stretch, 90 seconds on each side. For your next stretch, you're gonna do a seated cross-leg. So you've got 2 options. You can sit down just in a normal kind of cross-legged position, and you can reach forward. You'll feel a gentle stretch in the low back and in your glutes. Your other option is to take one leg, put it on top of the other. This is gonna give you a more intense stretch in the glute on this leg. So right now my right butt cheek's gonna get a deeper stretch, and I'm gonna lean forward here. And again, you're gonna do that for 90 seconds on one leg, and then 90 seconds on the other leg. So that's your training for Monday. It is going to be a long, fun one, so get after it. See you guys soon.